One of the Idaho 4 victims' families has now spoken out since the release of the 911 call. It's Kaylee's family. They run a Facebook page and they decided to share their thoughts after the 911 call and text messages from the roommates was released. As we continue to process the 911 call, we just wanted to share some of our thoughts. We stand together with all the victims of Idaho, both those we have lost and those who remain, forever marked by a tragedy that no passing of time will ever erase. The 911 call, it's not the neatly rehearsed dialogue of a well-crafted story, not the polished performance you might expect from a Hollywood script. After hearing that call, one thing is clear. Hunter, with his quiet, stoic resolve, protected those girls from a nightmare that no one should be forced to witness. He stepped into an abyss, shielding them from horrors that would haunt him forever. For that, the Gonçalves family owes him a debt that words cannot repay. If you were expecting a neat cinematic conclusion, something palatable, something that offers closure, let me make this clear. The real world does not operate on such terms. The terror of that night cannot be cleanly packaged, wrapped in a bow, or distilled into a simple, digestible narrative. It's ugly. It's painful. It is the kind of horror that shakes you to your deepest core. These were not adults. They were children still clinging to the fragile threads of innocence when the world was violently torn from them in an instant. In closing, let us face the uncomfortable truth. Had the 911 call been made the moment the accused left that house, it would not have saved anyone. Nothing would have changed. So we ask respectfully, please do not waste your energy pointing fingers at those who could not have prevented it. The anger, the grief, the pain, they must all be focused on one thing, one person, the one who stole the innocence of Moscow that night. We demand justice, and that cause is all that matters now. They also added this message. Trauma says, I should have done things differently. Healing says, hindsight offers clarity, but I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. I deserve to be gentle with myself even when I make mistakes. They also shared this message. We are all exhausted with all of the new details trickling out. It feels like the pain never stops. As soon as you process something new, another document drops. It's a vicious cycle. Thank you for all your support and prayers. We love you and are truly blessed to have our extended family to lean on. Kaylee's Aunt Tammy shared this message saying, my heart is so heavy to read both texts between the girls' conversations and the 911 call. It's time reality is going to hit us in the gut again. This fight is nowhere near over. These girls were our kids. Forever will my heart hurt over how they lost their lives. We are not walking away from this fight. This coward will pay for what he has taken from all 4 families. Living without them is a lifetime sentence for all of us. He deserves more. That means death penalty by firing squad, nothing less.